news of Chandrayaan having landed first time ever on the southern pole of the moon. And we have made rapid strides in the space sector because in the last 4 or 5 years we have opened it up to the private sector. Just in about 2 or 3 years, we have an investment of not only 2 or 3 years, in fact only this current year, 9 months, we have had an investment of more than $124. So I think this is a government which is very open, very supportive of public-private participation. We also know the merits of public participation, and the civil servants today and also in the near future will have to deal with this kind of a new arrangement where the demarcation between the public and the private will be getting withered gradually, finally becoming. And the other part which we are dealing is we are now having a roadmap for projects really trying to develop a vision for next 5 years, next 10 years, and maybe next 25 years, up to 2047, because that's a landmark symbolic year for India. That will be the 100th anniversary of India's independence. But that apart, even otherwise, planning for the next quarter of a century does make sense. And with the technology having been developing, evolving so fast, and the pace of development also increasing every day. And as I said, we are making optimal maximum use of technology. We also need to have a vision to actually try to imagine and visualize what will be the technology like in 2047 or 25 years later, how best to use it. Coming in of artificial intelligence. Maybe what I am saying or what we say today will be imparted to you by artificial means and artificial intelligence. The question will be how much you will need us, whether you will need us or not. And in the larger way, the question would be how much relevant would be a civil servant. And that will be applicable as much to Maldives as to India or to any other country of the world, even the so-called developed countries, whether it be the US or the UK, because the world is increasingly becoming global. So our benchmarks are same now because so much of connectivity, so much of commonality, we can't live in silos, we can't go further. So all our parameters and our yardsticks are going to be common. And with our increasing amount of globalization happening, our food habits and our lifestyles are also becoming akin to each other, as you would know when you go around the market and see for yourself. So in that context, the civil servant being, the framework, the core framework of society, and also being a messenger between the government and the citizen, I think will have a very important role, particularly in the days to come, because the evolution as a whole of the world community is happening at a very rapid pace, which might not have happened in the first half of the 20th century, or even in the third quarter of 20th century up to about 1975 or so. But it's now evolving very rapidly. And to keep pace with that, we will have to have a system of more and more frequent interactions like this, also by hybrid means when we are not able to physically meet each other. And I'm glad that we are into this. And I'm sure the kind of cultural and the kind of social, the kind of historical bonhomie that we share between the two countries, that makes our exercise even professionally much easier. So from that point of view, I congratulate you. I'm sure you will go back wiser than before, and you will also make us wiser than before. And with that kind of intent, we move on. Thank you very much, and all the very best.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words and wisdom. I am sure the participants must have gained from your address. We are privileged to have the esteemed presence of our Secretary, Department of Administrative Reforms and Public. Yes, sir. I'm calling for the discussions. Director General of National Center for Good Governance, Shri V. Srinivasan, to please initiate the interaction with the civil servants of Maldives and Cambodia. Please welcome Shri Srinivasan.
Today we have 40 officers from the Republic of Maldives, and we also have 40 officers from the Republic of Cambodia. The head of delegation is Mr. Ibrahim Rashid. He is the Consul General for the Civil Services Commission. We've had long and established relationship with the Civil Services Commission. Two chairpersons you have already met, sir. Mr. Alish, who had come in 2019 for the courtesy call and the signing of the MOU, and then Mr. Mohammed Nasir, who had visited us in 2021 as part of the midterm review of the MOU. Now this is, as we head into the last stages, this is the second last program. We have one more program for the Maldivian civil servants. We have the Council General of the Civil Service Commission heading this delegation. Our second speaker would be Mrs. Mariam Shahida. She is the Director General in the Ministry of Finance. She handles their budget making process. And we have a third speaker, Mohammed Inar, who is from one of the principals of the large schools that they have. And we also have several Secretary Generals here. There are more than 20 Secretary Generals who are heading their independent atolls. So first, I will request Mr. Ibrahim Rashid to make a brief intervention on how he views the program and share his thoughts on the Honorable Minister's guidance that you have received. Would you like to sit there? You can sit there.
Honorable Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh and Director General of NCGG Dr. Srinivas and dedicated officials, state officials, and the NCGG team and as our Director General already mentioned, I am Ibrahim Rashid, the Council General of Civil Service Commission. And this time I'm heading this delegation to Maldives. So, and first of all, I express my gratitude and it was an honor and a pleasure for us as a minister joining us with So, on behalf of our participants, I would like to thank Minister and the Director General for such an opportunity of the platform they have created for us. It is a momentous moment for us. So, looking into the history of this program, history of this program was already mentioned about the post coordinator. The program of the capacity building program actually is emerged from the MOU signed between the Civil Service Commission and the NCGG during the period with the Prime Minister of India, His Excellency Narendra Modi, in his visit in 2019. And the MOU actually facilitating the training and the capacity building of 1,000 civil servants in the field of administration. And I am delightful that now with dispatch in more than 960 civil servants, 965 civil servants will be trained with the field of administration and good governance. So we came to a little bit introduction in the program nearly since during the COVID 2020 and 21, but we resumed in last year September, and I would like to thank the NCGG for their tireless effort in grouping the reorganizing the program and recreating the program and increasing the number of the civil servants that they implemented. So looking at the content of the program is we have already trained more than 900 civil servants, and we are now in the phase of 29 capacity building program for civil servants. And when we look into the content that we have already delivered and what we are getting into now, and there are tremendous topics that we already learned here, the good governance aspect and how the India have overcome the most major problem that they have been facing for the last 20 or 15 years, and because in the mechanism of development of the civil servant and also the development projects. And also, most importantly, the digital governing aspects that India is trying to focus on now. This is actually a very, very important area for specifically for the country like us. We are geographically divided with islands, and we actually require, and it is mandatory for us to develop the digital platforms in order to make the development of the country. So from the past history and the projects that India has overcome and the experiences that shared in this program is really helpful for us to maintain and make use of those digital programs that we are. And also the topics like right information and innovation of the public administration, and also approaches to achieve SDGs. Recently we have interactive sessions, and also public policy determinations and ethics and the values that we need to be in civil servant. These programs and these things are really, really helpful for us to determine our civil servants, and also to approaches and to enhance the language of the government. And recently we have elected a new government, and the government approaches on many programs in the area of project management, as well as increasing the capacity of the government, as well as increasing the human capacity. Mostly focusing on the civil staff. And this program, so far, the trained officers also have helped a lot to inbuild, or they incorporated their experiences and their knowledge from this program. And we are actually within the efficient civil servant by this training. So I would like to thank the NCGG and specifically for the Government of India for creating such opportunity, and we are going to create another opportunity, and I think we are on the process of discussion of extending the MOU and for another 1,000 civil servants. Hopefully, this MOU will be extended. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and we are assuring that the knowledge and experience that we are gaining from this program, we will be using to develop the civil servant as well as the system and our development aspects. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rajan. We have benefited from the discussion. But they have been requested, they do a group work on digital Maldives along the lines that we do Digital India. So they have presented projects on improving grievance redressal, also on e-office.
Now, how much is the online working in your setup? To what extent is the official work carried out online?
Now we are actually trying to make most of the services of the government on the online platform, but we are in a very early stage of it, and actually
But you have initiated?
Yeah, we have already initiated, and specifically, as I have mentioned from the opening remarks, in the Civil Service Commission, we are trying to establish all our services in online platform, like from the recruitment to the even for the administrative priorities and the compliance mechanism. Just now, before 2-3 days, we have already launched a program, online recruitment, from the beginning to the end result. All the process will be online. And the next month, we are trying to with a program, compliance management. So all the civil servants will do compliance through online system, and now we are trying to do grievance management as well as administrative liability management as an online platform.
That's good.
EHRMS they want to introduce.
These online recruitment will take care of a lot many things. Expedite the process and also reduce, make it more transparent also.
Yeah, sure.
And that is your knowledge. What is the population of Maldives?
This is now nearly 400,000.
So now that you have gone to the level of grievances being registered by citizens, I think next level would be finding some kind of facility commerce.
Yeah.
Finally, will be measured by how many services have gone up on convention.
And the elected government, the recent government, there's a key focus on the online system. Specific ministries also created Ministry of Technology, so home security and technology, and
For a country which has smaller population, smaller patient population, this one, online also has other advantages. It makes up for the lack of manpower.
They always send an official from the Ministry of Finance and also from schools. One of their members was a principal, so Fatima Tamja. So she keeps sending a lot of principals on programs. So she is member of Civil Services Commission, Fatima Tamira. She is not here today. She was here in 2020 when she visited. So we have a representative from Ministry of Finance always, and Mariam Sahida is representing them as Director General Ministry of Finance. She is the Joint Secretary and Officer.
Are you from civil services? Or you are from the finance?
She's from the ministry. What's your
Ministry of
background?
Finance is actually civil service institution, and the commission, civil service commission is the regulating body for the civil service institution.
Ministry of Finance.
And that is the independent body created under the constitutional body. And the institution will be regulated by the civil service commission. Now, for the legal financial.
So they have a common training program as civil service, or they then diversify to find other areas depending on the kind of training.
Yeah, the finance aspect will be all managed by the Ministry of Finance.
Have you served in any other ministry? Lateral
Years
recruitment.
or so in other sectors, the public, not the public, but the private sector.
The lateral facility. You have a lateral recruitment, become a permanent secretary.
So that is time off.
How long have you
What is the arrangement of this kind of lateral recruitment coming from the private sector to the public?
How long is your tenure?
If I may, I have been serving in the ministry in the National Pay Commission for like from 2018 onwards, and there was a system created. Then I transferred myself to the Director General position. So I've been serving there since 2018.
5 years.
Overall 5 years.
There is no actually restriction to join the civil servant even for any position from the private sector. The recruitment policy, as far as the policy, the position is posted, there's no, it doesn't require any experiences, past experiences in civil service.
You can share your experience.
Yeah, thank you. It's an honor to have you present. So far we have gathered a lot of knowledge. Like we have covered around 7 lecture sessions. We have learned so much, such professional lecture, such experienced lecturer. One of the highlights for me so far is the approaches the lecture session on the approaches for inclusive development, which is the highlight of the SBA mission. The success factors for it. And also the beauty of this training program is that, as you know how the Maldives is a scattered nation, we have, for having my friends here in one room from different atolls, islands, we can also create our own networking here, because we hardly meet like that. And
How often do you meet amongst yourself when you are?
we don't. I mean, they're all new to me.
So how many are there whom you met for the first time after coming to India?
They all are new to me.
So that means you have to come more frequently to India to know your own countrymen and countrywomen.
And
So that's true, because most of you must be involved in your respective areas of work. So this is also a comradeship or a fellowship period.
and also I think it was more enlightening experience with the program. So thank you so much for being here, for presenting it, and thank you.
And have you come to India before this?
Yeah, recently I've been to New Delhi, but I haven't been to Taj Mahal, so I'm looking forward to that.
No, that's okay. But you came to India earlier.
Yeah, I've been to
How
India.
many of us have come to India earlier?
I've been to India several times.
Several times. For work or otherwise, holiday?
Work, holiday, both mix.
Delhi.
Delhi, recently work.
Come with the last delegation.
What experiences you would like to, that you also gain?
What we would like to add?
No, I think.
Invite a principal of a school, Muhammad Inar. Last time we had a principal, he wouldn't stop speaking. He just went on and on.
That was like a good principle.
Yes, sir. He was an English teacher. He went on.
People or a teacher will stop only when the bell rings. And since you are not carrying a bell, you will not understand any other language.
So, Mr. Inar,
Yes, good afternoon.
where can I see you? Yes. Okay. Yes.
Good afternoon, Honorable Minister and President.
Mr. Inar, why don't you come here? We can't see you clearly. Please come here and speak. You're an English teacher. What subject do you teach?
Actually, I was before an economics teacher.
Economics.
By qualification, you are formally an educator, an economist or a literature?
Basically, I was a teacher actually, but at the moment I'm working as a principal after doing the principal
Teacher of economics.
teacher of economics. Yes, good afternoon. Yes, on behalf of all our principals, I'm sure that it's a great program for us because capacity building of human capital is important area for any society or any country. We are always talking about the development, and it's very common word in everywhere. We heard that development. We want to bring the development. But the thing is, what the Indian government, okay, which is to develop the main important area that when we talk about the economics, I mean, the human capital, is this the beginning of every development? So we need first develop the human capital, and then after that we have to implement and we have to develop our nation as well. So this program of course gives us great opportunities. I mean, a lot of things that we never thought of, and we are learning new things from here. I'm sure that we all are here. We are very glad, I mean, to meet all the experienced civil
Have you
servants.
visited any schools over here?
Not yet.
Well, after that, we should be learning from you. What you get.
Hopefully, yes, we are looking forward to meet some of the principals or maybe the administrators from the
What is
schools.
your education pattern like? What medium?
So we have English medium. Actually, we are following.
Throughout?
Sorry.
Throughout, right?
Yes, from our foundation, that means from kindergarten to
That's correct.
A level up to
What is the local language?
DVH language.
Sorry?
DVH. We call
So is that also part of the curriculum? No.
Yeah, it is included in the. content.
It is included.
The Islamic studies will be going in Indian language.
But most of the rest of the subjects are in English. And then, yes, we have our own curriculum if, up to grade 10th grade, but then we are, what we call that, grade 9 onwards, yes, we are doing the Cambridge O-level exam, and for A-level as well, we are doing at Excel or Cambridge. For our school is a very small school, I'm
So you
sure.
have senior Cambridge.
We have an of one level.
Sorry?
We have Alexa.
And so we are going to the level.
And the principals are from here, from north to south. I'm sure that that they have a lot of experiences, and then each and every individual principal here. And then, yes, on behalf of all the principals, once again, yes, thank you so much for giving us this
You have some
opportunity.
Indians also in the education.
Of course, we have very talented, very experienced teachers from India. From most of the teachers are from specialized areas like economics, business studies, biology, chemistry, physics.
Even teachers also.
Almost all of our foreign teachers are from India.
Is there anybody who is a class 12 school principal? Do we have anybody? Fatima Chintan? Are you heading a class 12 school or is this a class 10 school?
Class 12.
You're still heading a class 12. What do you teach, sir? What do you teach? What is the subject you teach? Just press the button. Press the button. Turn, please. Okay, it's okay. We can hear you. What you teach.
Actually, before I was a kindergarten teacher, and then I applied for the scholarship. There is a master's in leadership and management, and after completing the course, I am joined the school. Very recently, in March.
So what is the new skill that you have brought into the school in terms of coordination and that you can acquire from here?
From here, right?
Yes.
From here, actually, I have gained a lot of information, especially about administrative tasks, and also one of my interest area is the technology. And in our school, after joining the school, the overtime portal, we are using overtime portal so that the teachers can easily write their OTs at any time. So it is one of the changes that I got. And also, we are looking forward to introduce finance portal. And during the COVID pandemic, we did online teaching. And that is one of the big change that occurred. That is actually the turning point where technology inculcated in the education. And before also we are utilizing technology in our schools, yet after COVID-19 pandemic, the amount that we are using technology has increased. A vast change has been brought. And especially normally in our schools, we are using Google Drive for coordination meetings and almost all the documents. And now also we are planning to bring some changes, such as we are making a process where parents and also teachers and even the students can share their concerns to the school via Google Form.
Very good. Tell me, what is the most, among the students, what are the most commonly preferred subjects of learning?
Science.
Science.
That's true, yeah, science.
And in science, what particular field of science? Is it chemistry or bio, anything?
Mostly biology. In my school, I have identified students more interested in biology.
And what do they then look for after completing their bio classes?
Most of the students are looking forward to work in
To become doctors?
medical, yeah.
Do you have any medical schools there, medical college? Where do they usually go for further?
For further studies, they used to go to Male or
Malay has a medical school.
Male the campus.
Malay has a medical school.
Yeah.
So she's in an adult.
And Malay and also outside country?
Yeah, most of our students for the abroad for the medical and
Where abroad, which country?
mostly for the some for the Russians and I guess for Bangladesh and India also now many students
For
are coming to
India,
India.
they not have a language issue, they have to learn
Yeah.
1 year. So 1 year extra.
Yes, Ukraine and Russia, some of the students are. Then also the Bangladesh as well as Nepal also some students are.
वोट ऑफ थैंक्स करने
But
वाले
they
हैं ना
should have the
संजीव
same language and
वोट ऑफ थैंक्स में थैंक्स करते
be
रहने दे
Now our national university have a campus of the students, but now the university conducting the medical courses as well.
Sir, we'd invite our first batch of Cambodia. Welcome to all our guests from Phnom Penh who have traveled last evening from Cambodia to Delhi. They're here with us for 2 weeks, sir, and it's led by the Secretary of State for Women Development, and also it has a number of lady officers. I noticed that there are only 3 male officers in this entire delegation of 40 officers that have been deployed, largely representing the Department of Women Affairs, and also at district level and state level.
Only 3?
Yes, sir, just 3.
What 3?
3 male officers. Delegation has only 3 male officers, so it's all lady officers in delegation.
Is it by design or by default? Or
The ambassador is Devyani Khobragade, so she had coordinated and structured this delegation. So, Mrs. Long Sopali is the head of the
Who are
delegation.
those 3 lucky males? They find a place.
So we will get them to speak. So one of them to speak.
And Adil must have their experience.
So, Mrs. Long Safari, let me welcome you to Mussoorie. I hope it's not too cold in Mussoorie and you had a good journey. This is the first time, sir, first of the 500 officers who will be speaking on the NCGG platform, and you are interacting with the Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh. Yes, please.
The government of Cambodia, especially Ministry of Women Affairs and all the leaders that had 14 participants, especially from 25 provincial departments. We would like to give gratitude to the government of India, especially for the National Center for Good Government, who coordinated the first training program on public policy and governance for the civil servants Cambodia to 40 civil servants of the Ministry of Women Affairs in Cambodia. The training course is very important and useful for Cambodian government to build up their capacity and learn new things for applying in their daily duty to work it more effective as the civil servant, especially providing us the opportunity to explore new experience and level up our capacity in the public sector. I would like to appreciate the government of Cambodia that has the strong development and collaboration with the Cambodia through her Excellency Ambassador
Sopali,
AP Singh can sum up.
Ms. Sopali, just 1 second. Your voice is not very clear. Can you just, somebody can just translate what she's saying in a slower language, please? We're not able to get you very clearly.
Just somebody can sum up. Mr. AP Singh can sum up.
AP Singh ji, can you sum up what Madam Secretary is saying? We could not get her very clearly.
Actually, she's saying about the program and thanking the government of India for conducting this program. And so now actually we are putting on the mic, and I think the voice will be the clear.
Train course program is very important and useful for Cambodian officials to build their capacity and learn new things for applying in their duties to make it more effective as the civil servant, especially providing us the opportunity to explore new experience and level up our capacity in the public sector. I would appreciate to India that they are putting to have the first training program on public policy. So I wish all of you good and successful in
Thank you, Mrs. Sofali. Can I invite Mr. Maypul, the Under Secretary of State? Mr. Maypul. Yes, please. We can hear you. Yes.
Good afternoon, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. I am strongly believing program will think about sub and project that will want to experience and there is development, governance, gender and women empowerment.
AP Singh, voice is not.
Let AP conduct it domestically there. You conduct it.
AP Singh, you can continue there. We will conduct the interaction session here and you can stay in the web room till this is over. Your voice is not coming clearly to Delhi. So we will stop with the Cambodian interaction. We will continue with the Maldivian interaction. Kindly be in the web room. Yes, thank you. Sir, we have 20 Secretary Generals in this. They act as Chief Secretaries coordinating across 50 odd departments. So I call one of the Secretary Generals, Mr. Ismail Ahmed, Secretary General of the Duwaru Council. Ismail Ahmed, oh yes, please come here. Want to speak from that? Okay. So please tell us how has this program helped? So many Secretary Generals have already come. And Mr. Abdullah Shahid, the Foreign Minister, said this is a program only for Secretary Generals.
Honorable Minister, I would like to thank you for the consistent program from the Indian government. One thing we learned here is managing the problems. First of all, the capacity for the capacities of the humans. We are enlarging the capacities of the humans of the civil servants. We all know, we all want is learn. Here we learn from this session. We learn, we know how the bureaucratic works and conduct the services for the citizens, for the development of the citizens, for the development of the nation. And we know allocate and divide the works among within the employees and the subordinates. And one thing from here, we all talk about the technology. The technology now in the volumes, we are the councils, especially we financially we work all the councils. One of the module and technology, the technical module, the online module. In that, we all the transactions we made from that module that we call that via module. From that, the incomes we received, we made the receipts from that, and we make the POs, the purchase orders from that, and all of that we are making from that.
We're running out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I invite Dr. Dadala kindly go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much for such good interactive and engaging discussion. Now, I would like to call Dr. Sanjeev Sharma, Research Associate and Associate Group Coordinator of Maldives Program, to please come and propose a vote of thanks.
Honorable Union Minister of State, Science and Technology, Prime Minister's Office, Personal Public Officials, and and Department of Atomic Energy and Space, Dr. Jitendra Singh, respected Director of National Center for Good Governance, Shri V. Srinivas, Madam Prasada, Deputy Secretary from DRPG, faculty members from NCGG, and our most valued participants of both the countries. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the National Center for Good Governance on this prestigious event. At the onset, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deep gratitude to each and every one of you for being here today. Your presence has made this interaction truly special and has enriched it in terms of knowledge, experience, and wisdom that we all have gained. On behalf of the National Center for Good Governance, Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances, I deeply acknowledge the immense guidance, motivation, and support received from the Union Minister of State, Shri Jitendra Singh, who has taken time out of his busy schedule and has graced this interactive session and enriched us with their rich and immense experience and knowledge. Thank you so much, sir. We would like to put on record our appreciation to the Ministry of External Affairs and thank them as they have played a key role in conceptualizing these programs, which are bound to result in a long and fruitful relationship with both the valued neighboring countries, Maldives and Cambodia. I express my gratitude to the Ministry of External Affairs once again. We at NCGG would especially like to thank our Director General, Sri V. Srinivas, for giving invaluable guidance in designing these programs, making them rich in content and which will be immensely beneficial to all of you. His vision and guidance has enabled the NCGG to reach greater heights and motivated the entire team at NCGG. I would also like to finally thank the team at NCGG, which needs a special mention for their dedication, and the coordinators, Dr. B.S. Krishna and Dr. A.P. Singh, who are coordinating the two programs along with the training teams who have worked tirelessly throughout the planning and execution of this event. Once again, I thank you all for your presence, support, and contributions. It is with your help that we are able to make this program a memorable one. And for that, we are truly thankful. I will request all of you to please join us for a lunch. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank the Honorable Minister for his time, and please join us all.
Sir, before we send the leave, there is a request from the team head of the delegation of this team. They want to present a souvenir to the minister.
At the end of the program, at the end of it, we finish.